Today is the 5th day of the 5th month of the 5th year after the previous president was elected. Amazing, isn't it? Well, speaking of all these fives, in this video we're going to be discovering the 5-layered 4-dimensional Rubik's Cube. Now this might look like a big lot for you, but don't worry, as you can solve the 5 by 5 by 5 Rubik's Cube, and you can solve the 4-dimensional Rubik's Cube, then this should be no problem. Alright? So what's the first step? The first step is to build the centers, which are in here, inside these cubes. Alright? Then, to pair up the edges, do you know where the edges are? They're here. See? This sort of 3 by 3 array here. These are supposed to be the edges. The 2 color pieces. Alright? Now, there's a second thing we're going to have to pair up, which are the 3 colored pieces, which are technically the corners. And of course then, the 4 colored pieces do need to be paired. So how do we do that? Go up here, scramble them up. Ah, look at all these colors. About to get dizzy, right? No worries. So, first, we need to decide which face we're going to build. In order to look at the centerpiece, so look at this cell here. So top layer, go down to this middle layer here. Then, looking on this middle slice only here, go 1, 2. See where my cursor, the tip of my cursor is pointing at a blue center here. Alright? Now, we need to first create a 1 by 1 by 3 column of a blue center piece. Alright? So let's look for a blue center piece that is centered like this. So let's look around. Ooh, I found one. So if I take this guy, go in, I can see that this is a center, sort of edge, 1 color piece here. But since one is already here, I'm actually going to rotate him in and rotate the second layer by holding down the 2 key to rotate him in. See how I did that? See? Now we have a line of 3 here. So what do we do next? Now, we look for another sort of centerpiece here. There's another center here. And we look for 2 edge-like. Alright? Let's look for another center one. Like, so I have this middle layer here. Go in. So this is the middle part. Go in once. Yes, this is a center-like one. Then I look for an edge-like one. How do we know if it's an edge-like one? So first, see one here. It's basically lies on the center slice, and then we go in 1 layer, and if we move one to one side, if you see that it's like an edge, not like a corner up here, then we can actually pair them up. So we can actually align this to where this guy can pair it up. So if we move him down, make sure not to mess anyone up here, so I see they're all out of the way. And actually pair them up. So hold down 2. Ah, there it is. See the line here? See the line? There you go. Now we look for another edge like one. Alright? The centerpieces, you have to build a 3 by 3 by 3 centerpiece on the 4-dimensional 5 by 5. So let's look for another one. Well, I found one. Another edge like one here. See what I mean? Of this 3 by 3 by 3 place, this is sort of like on the edge. It sort of looks like a 3-color piece on a regular 4-dimensional Rubik's Cube. See this edge like one here? Now, if I were to twist this once, he would end up here. Here. And so I can actually align my two pieces to where he would end up right on top. And so by doing so, I can pair up these three. And then of course, I can align it to where if I rotate it twice, it's going to match up with these three I already have here. Just like that. See how Charles Dwan did that? So now we have a 2 by 3 array. So what do we do next? What we do next is that we find a center like one color piece, center like blue one color piece here. How do I know? I go in one layer and he's sort of like in the middle here. Alright? Sort of looks like a two color piece of a four-dimensional Rubik's Cube. Then we look for another edge-like one on the search. Oh, I found one here. So while he's down there, found a center-like one here. What happens if I move this guy down here up? Ooh. See that? He's gonna end up here. And so, I'm gonna put the center-like one color piece up here. So then, if I move this edge-like guy up, he's gonna match. See that? And, ooh, I found another edge-like one here. So if I can move him up, see that? See how I just linked three together like that in a line? So then, I can move him down. You can do this with only quarter twists if you want. Move him down, align him, then I can just twist him in. See? Connecting them. Block building. See that? I now have a 3 by 3 array here. It's a little hard to see, but you'll get used to it. And so, basically, you'll be making those columns for the two other sides here. So we have one 3 by 3 array. You're going to be doing that for the two other arrays. Alright. This is not a complete in-depth tutorial. However, you can always figure this out intuitively based on what you just saw. And also remember, make sure not to mess up what you've already built. Alright? Now, how do we approach and go about pairing up the two color pieces, the edges? Well, we have to pair up a 3 by 3 array of two color pieces. So first, let's look for a center-like one, like this one here. I see it's cream and black. So I'm going to be looking for a cream and black edge-like two color piece. Alright? So, I found one here. See? It's edge-like, has cream and black. And so, I'm going to be moving him down and making sure to align him in such a way where he's going to twist in. So I'm actually going to move him in here. Back. Alright. Now, if I see he's right here. And if I move this bottom layer slice here across, see how that pairs him up? And so what I'm going to do is that I'm going to move them in so that they're paired up. I do R, move in an unpaired, unsolved, two-colored batch here, move down, and then move the middle layer back. Just like that. Just like how you've done it with your 5 by 5 Rubik's Cube. Alright? So I see our pair is right here. Let's look for another one. Let's look for an edge like cream and black two-colored piece. Let's look for it. So the search might take a while, but you can find it. Let's see. No, this is cream and light blue. Oh, is he here? Nope. Big puzzle. Oh, I found one. Right here. This is edge. This is edge-like here. And it has cream and black. So I see our companies right here. And so what I can do, I'm going to move them down. Move them across. Here. Our pair is right here. But since he's sort of across here, I can't just pair him immediately. First, I have to rotate him. See, by rotating this face, I can sort of twist him so that he's aligned with the bottom. So that if I move this bottom layer, see that? They'll pair up. Now, then I do R, move in an unsolved useless batch in, back down, and then move the middle slice back. See how I just did that? See? That's amazing. Now, for the rest of the two color pieces, you're going to have to be creating basically 1 by 3 lines for the other two. For the other two sides, because this is a 3 by 3 array. And you're going to be doing that for all the other two color pieces. Alright? Of course, you're going to need macros for the last few, but that should be no problem. Okay? And now, how do we solve and pair up the 3 color pieces? Since remember, you have to solve a line of 3 color pieces. So how do we do that? Well, through this trick of RKT, we can do that. So what is RKT? RKT is a technique that you can use to treat this middle cell here, the white cell in the middle, as a 5 by 5 of its own. For example, you might remember how to pair the edges on a, let's say 5 by 5 Rubik's Cube. So, let me show you. First, you would move a middle layer here. See middle layer here? So the 3 color piece goes here. Now, you do an R. Next, you're going to move this face down so you can twist a U. And then you're moving back to do the R prime. And now, you actually have to move this face back to do the U prime. You have to twist it an even number of times. And then you move it back. See how I did that? I basically did a middle layer twist, then did R, U, R prime with that technique by using this face to do so, and then I just moved it back. And now the edge we just paired is now up here. Alright, so how do we apply this knowledge? I'm glad you asked. So first, we look at a center 3 color piece. Like here. I see it's black, light green, light blue. And so, I'm actually going to be looking for one. So I'm just going to pause for a moment. Alright. So I have found a black, light green, light blue 3 color piece down here. So I see black, light green, and then light blue over here. So now, I have to bring our piece up on this place here, where the black is on this face. So for example, if I'm gonna move him across, move him up, so that he's here, then move him down. See how black matches? See how black is on this face, as well as this face is here as well? See, like, the black parts of these 3 color pieces are both on this face. They have to be on the same face for this to work. Now, we actually align them with one middle slice. I see our pieces here, our middle pieces here. Are they aligned once I do the middle slice? Yes, they are aligned. See? Correctly aligned. If they're flipped, then you're going to have to align it in another way. So it will be down here. But anyway, have to move it up now. R. And then do the U. Moving back. R prime. Then U prime. And then move the middle layer back. See, now our couple is right here. See that? Now, you're going to have to be repeating this for all the other triplets of the 3 color pieces. Alright? And once you have reduced all this stuff here to a regular 4-dimensional Rubik's Cube, you just, well, go on solving it like a 4-dimensional Rubik's Cube. Much like how you would do it with a Professor Cube. Alright? This was not an in-depth tutorial, so it was probably pretty confusing. That's alright. There might be a tutorial on this in the future. Now, make sure to ask all your questions in the comments section. Make sure to subscribe for more 4D puzzles and a possible tutorial on the 5D cube. And I'll see you in the next video.